My name is Joel Candy, and I'm the Chief Business Officer for Lyzr. And yes, it's Lyzr, not Lyzr, like most people actually call us. Before I show you anything on the screen, let me share with you some of the customers that have already chosen what you're about to see. The US government being one of them, the largest Tier 1 bank in the US, and one of the world's largest insurance and risk advisors. Among of the most probably regulated kind of organizations on Earth. They are our customers, right? And why does that matter? Because everyone in these organizations actually have the same requirement that you do. Your data can't leave your environment. Your agents have to meet regulatory compliance. And you can't be logged in to a certain model, right? It could be GPT today, something else tomorrow, and also models, that could be local if the regulator actually demands it. So Lyzr is the only agent infrastructure platform designed to run completely on your own cloud or on-premise, meaning all data privacy requirements with any LLM. And that's how we earn those customers, and that's what I'm about to show you. So this is our agent studio where your developers build low-code, no-code, or full back-end access, depending on who's at the keyboard. Watch how fast I'm actually going to build a financial compliance agent. So because we're on a timeline of 7 minutes, I actually had to kind of pre-build it, or at least just fill in some of the fields. So you fill up your description. Here I'm choosing GPT 5.4. Obviously, I can choose any model. What the agent role is, what the agent's goal is, any agent instructions. I can actually add a tool and connect any tool that needed to be, right? So it's very easy to connect. I can add any knowledge base into it, data queries, memory, etc. Add in a responsible AI policy that I want to govern, and then add in any, if I want, hallucination managers, etc., and basically just create. And that agent was just created. That took under a minute. Now let me show you something that no other platform on this stage actually can show you. So this is where Lyzr is different, right? Let me try and give you a little bit of a close-up here. From any other kind of agent platform in the room, we don't just let you build the agents, we actually shipped pre-built solutions templates with compliance and guardrails already running live. So this is a CFO office template that we built for one of our clients. The same compliance module actually ships with our banking templates. But if you look at what we have here, right, there's 9 passing, 3 warnings, 1 failing. Every check running in real time against the agent in the environment, right? So if you start looking at this, for example, you have a regulatory ratio, floor monitoring, right? CET1 headroom to GSIB buffer is at 80% basis points, just below the 100 basis point thresholds. The system caught it and it flagged it, right? If you look at the rest of what we're checking here, whether it's SOX, IFRS 9, LCR, sign-off thresholds, PII handling, model hallucinations, guard, continuous categorized in real time. Right, so let me pop into something that we call a decision inbox, and this is really what makes it real. When a check fires, or when an agent isn't sure, or when it crosses a threshold, it doesn't just log it, it actually pages a human. It's called the decision inbox, which is, think of it like a pager for AI, right? So look at this one, for example, right? Monthly close agent is recommending 12 accrual entries totaling 156 million, but those entries cross the 50 million controller approval threshold, the same rule that we just flagged in the previous screen. So the agent paused, it actually paged the controller, and the controller will see exactly what it flagged, why it flagged, and what's the recommended action. And then it can actually approve or reject it, right? So there's a few more like these that I can show you, but if we keep going here, you'll see there's a 52 million intercompany elimination, PRA corporate submission, IFRS, etc. This is what compliance built into infrastructure looks like. Not a checklist, not a quarterly audit, real-time enforcement with humans in the loop where they need to be. This is why the US government, for example, is one of our customers. It's why one of the largest banks, Tier 1 banks in the US is a customer. So let me go on and show you something that we call a simulation agent, right? So we actually have part of our platform is our agent simulation engine. I actually went ahead and just clicked on one of them again for speed. But we've built, you've built the agent, you've attached the compliance, we've seen what happens when a rule fires at runtime. Now, how do we know that the agent actually works in the first place, before it even touches a real customer? Every CTO, every model risk manager, every auditor asks the same question. Most platforms have no answers, ours does. So I imported the agent into the simulation agent. I'm going to ask it to auto-generate every scenario, which it did. So I can show you here, but basically this is a KYC screening agent, which I imported in. It'll actually show scenarios, it'll take the personas, it auto-generates it, I can generate more, and then it'll actually create all the simulations and expected output. After this runs, it'll actually give you the list of agents that it ran and what failed. Here's a failure, the agent was presented with what the input should be, what the expected output, and then what the response was. And we actually score it with task completion and hallucinations, what's the reasoning behind it, the issues identified, the suggested fixes. So when we do that, we can actually, after that, we can actually harden the agent. So we will recursively actually improve the agent's logic until it passes every single simulation. So 3 months of human QA pretty much in 15 minutes. So when your MRM team asks for evidence, here it is. And this can be up to 10,000 simulations. Every failure caught, every fix logged. And this is the submission for your audit team. So one last thing to show you guys is something that we call Architect, right? Everything I've shown you until now, Studio, Compliance, Decision Inbox, Simulation, Governance, everything is now available for your business users as well, not just for your developers. Your underwriters, your compliance officers, your wealth managers, they describe what they need in plain English. Architect will build the entire multi-agent system, agents, models. Thank you very much.